Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, yes, tamu sana. There is a tweet by Professor Mutahi Ngunyi, a tweet I want us to have a look, for it's going to form the basis of our analysis and discussion right now. Mutahi Ngunyi. Dear Kalenjin peoples, to stone Baba the Fifth is wrong, period. And to stone a helicopter is very bad. That's Professor Mutahi Ngunyi's tweet. And from that tweet, Professor Mutahi Ngunyi is actually referring to yesterday's stoning of Raila's chopper. Yes, so it's just condemning that. But in this video, I want us to have a look at three political implications of that stoning of Raila's chopper yesterday in Uasin Gishu County. That's what I want us to have a look in this video. In case you've bumped here for the very first time, kindly subscribe, give this video a like. Yes. Yesterday's events in Uasin Gishu were very unfortunate. And I've gone through some social media pages. William Ruto supporters are now trying to insinuate that the plans or rather the stoning was actually planned by the deep state. Yes, to paint William Ruto in bad light. Even without overthinking or reading deep into that, that's just a lie. The yesterday's stoning of Raila actually was planned by William Ruto's foot soldiers. Maybe with William Ruto's knowledge or not. But it's very clear it was planned by William Ruto's foot soldiers. And already, investigations have actually commenced, and three names are being mentioned. Oscar Sudi, Soy Member of Parliament Caleb Kositani, and Uasin Gishu Speaker. Those are the three names being mentioned adversely in that stoning of yesterday. So in this video, I want us to have a look at three major political implications on that move yesterday on William Ruto. The first political implication, that move yesterday is actually a big blow to William Ruto's campaign narrative. You know, William Ruto has been going around the country referring to some people kama wale watu wa kurusha mawe, wale watu wa kung'oa reli. And actually has been using that to directly attack Raila Odinga and to a larger extension stereotype the Luo community. He has actually been doing that very aggressively. So yesterday's events actually thwarts or rather kills that kind of a narrative. William Ruto won't be able now to use that narrative, that old tired narrative, to continue attacking Raila Odinga. And the reasons are obvious. If he brings up that kind of a narrative, he'll just be reminded of what happened yesterday in Uasin Gishu County, his home county, and also what happened in Elgeyo Marakwet County, where again his foot soldiers are believed to have also planned that heckling of Raila Odinga. So it's very clear that actually, if at all those William Ruto foot soldiers planned that with William Ruto's blessings, then William Ruto might have miscalculated there. He made a serious political blunder that is going to augur very negatively for his political ambition. That's one reason. And then secondly, it's creating a perception that already William Ruto is sensing defeat. So he's trying to use intimidation and maybe violence to remain politically relevant. So in one way or the other, that can also make William Ruto lose some good support amongst Kenyans. Because what normally happens, we have people always fence it. Always they look at the side who is most likely, the side that is most likely going to win. And then they jump on that side. And now with yesterday's stoning of Raila Odinga, a good majority of Kenyans believe that already William Ruto is sensing defeat. He is seeing his chances of winning this year's presidential election becoming dim and dimmer each passing day. So these undecided voters, all these people who have all along been fence-sitting, they can actually see for themselves that this is a person who is actually panicking. So he's trying to use violence. And that can make these undecided voters, or even these people fence-sitting, to actually abandon William Ruto or to decide to go the side of Raila Odinga, because they believe that's now the winning side. And also in most occasions, the winning teams or other sides, they are always very calm and not violent. But the people who are always going to lose, they are always very mouthy and also very loud. So it also creates that perception that William Ruto has already sensed defeat and is now just trying to remain relevant politically by using violence. And then again, it puts William Ruto's integrity into question. And I'm saying that because if you study William Ruto's brand of politics, since he began, or rather started his politics in the early 90s, William Ruto's political career has been dogged with lots of allegations of maybe malpractices. In the early 90s, when he was starting his politics, it's believed that William Ruto came into national politics through YK92. YK92 was a group that was being used by the then government, KANU, to actually intimidate. It was just a group of hooligans that was being used to intimidate and actually to cause violence across the country. It's believed that that's how William Ruto started his brand of politics. And then in 2007, or rather during William Ruto's political tenure, it has also been dogged with lots of corruption allegations. And in 2007, we also had post-election violence in Rift Valley, and specifically in Kiamba Church, KAG Kiamba Church. And actually, William Ruto was taken to the Hague-based court in the Netherlands, accused or rather charged of crimes against humanity. And again, during that time, it's believed that William Ruto actually irregularly acquired the late John Mutashi's land. And actually, the High Court of Kenya found William Ruto guilty of irregularly acquiring that church. And then for the time William Ruto has served as a vice president, or rather a deputy president, his tenure has also been dogged with lots of corruption and some very funny and very threatening occurrences. All these things have actually dogged William Ruto's political career. So with this incident of yesterday, it actually now puts into question William Ruto's integrity. Is William Ruto fit? Does he qualify leadership and integrity test? If all those allegations and also yesterday's event are anything to go by, then in my considered opinion, William Ruto does not qualify even to contest for any elective seat. He does not qualify to hold any public office if at all those allegations are actually true. And you know, it also brings, or rather creates a perception that largely in Tanga, they are just warlords. And I'm saying that again because if you look at William Ruto's camp, look at all these leaders supporting William Ruto. And I'm saying this with a lot of confidence. Look at them keenly. They are just but preaching war. If you listen to Rigathi Gachagua, you will actually agree with what I'm saying. Listen to Kimani Ngunjiri Bati, member of parliament, you will agree that these are team that are just preaching war. They can only survive politically if actually there is ethnic tension and division. So it also creates that kind of a perception that these are just leaders who are just thriving on violence and maybe intimidation to remain relevant. In an atmosphere where there is peace and stability, where now Kenyans make their own decisions in a sober manner, then Ruto and his team, they believe they stand no chance of actually being voted in. I'm seeing those things coming out very, very clearly. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, Before I conclude, just as I did state when we were starting, in case you've bumped here for the very first time, and so far you have not yet subscribed, kindly subscribe, give this video a like. Thank you, God bless you, God bless Kenya.